Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Good evening there. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It's Monday night. It's bank holiday Monday. Who else has got absolutely soaked today? Put your hands up if you've been out for a walk. Trying to do what there was. The pubs was a washout. Honestly, got soaked. Bank holiday Monday. Anyway, if you did and you've got dry, good evening, Matty Bond. How are you? What did you reckon, Matty, to Friday night show? Well, the lack of show at Southampton. I was quite philosophical at the end, and I thought, Matty, look, it's a point away from home, but I'm feeling a bit more disappointed about it now, obviously, with Chelsea winning at Fulham. It's getting very close. Maz, good evening to you. How are you, Maz? What do you reckon this week? We've got the tune on Friday night. We need to do better, don't we, Maz? Get your views in. LCFC Grey, good evening to you. Ross, good evening. Sean, not sending the link out tonight, Sean. We'll get you on the watch-along. But tonight, I just thought you can listen to my drivel and we'll be chatting to you, well. Auntie Karen says, been to Bakewell today, got soaked. Yeah, me too. I was up, not far away from there, to be fair, for a little walk. Absolutely sodden to the pants. Ross says, good weekend, happy we got a point. Ross, listen, that's how I felt on Friday. I agree. A point away from home, anywhere in any Premier League is a decent one. But Ross, I'm just now thinking, we let that one get away. They had 10 men. We're too good for them. They're a pretty poor team this season, Southampton. We should have took 3 points. Will we go back? Or are you being philosophical like Ross? And do you think, actually, we probably blew this earlier in the season, points-wise? I'm not saying we've blown it. Don't get excited. But we've let other games go. Same old Leicester. Expect the unexpected. Simon, you're absolutely spot on. Expect the unexpected. David saying, no panic here. In Brendan, we trust. Listen, I think you're right, David. Newcastle's going to be the big one, though, David, isn't it? That is the thing. On Friday night, listen, after the game on Friday, David, either we're going to be going, look, that Southampton result was all right. We got a point and we got 3 against Newcastle. 4 points, we'll take that. It does us nicely. Let's just hope we don't fluff our lines against Newcastle. Andy Medhurst. Now, can I put Andy Medhurst's comment on here? If you're watching, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope. So Andy's commenting on Facebook. I'm going to put it on, but I'm not putting it on for long because it's got a few swears in it. But it's about Maddison. Maddison was not amazing, was generally the gist Andy was saying. Andy, listen, there seems like there's been 2 camps on Friday from the watch-along about Maddison. I want to know what all you guys think. He is still coming back from injury. Brendan's come out and said, look, he's not quite right yet. I would argue if he's not quite right yet, or if he's coming back to full fitness, should he be starting? Would you start Madders against Newcastle on Friday or not? I tell you what, you're going to be bored of me saying Mark Albrighton this, Mark Albrighton that. I still says he changes games when he comes on. I still say Maddison might give you a 10 out of 10 performance and Maddison might give you a 5 out of 10 performance. Mark Albrighton just gives you that 8 out of 10 every week. It's never a 10. It's never a 6. It's always that 7 or 8. I just think Mark Albrighton, when we need him, we need reliability now. And I think Mark Albrighton gives you that. Do you agree with me or not? Mark Harrison, thanks, Mark, for watching, says we need to get more out of Madders. Patrick saying talk of playing Man United v Liverpool game on the 14th of May. Our game was the 11th of May against Manchester United at 8 p.m. It is now the 12th of May. Get that in your diaries. I've only just spotted it over the weekend. Unless it's changed again, 12th of May, 6 p.m. A little bit busy, obviously. We've got Chelsea. Our Chelsea game's got to be rearranged in the Premier League as well. We've got Chelsea in the FA Cup final, as we all know. And don't forget, he's looking for it. I've got to reach right over here on the shirts. I will be coming on to this. It fell off the hanger. we have got that to give away. Don't forget, next Monday is when we do it live in the Fanzone show. But we'll chat about that. You've got to enter. I'll put it in the description, leicesterfantv.com/competitions. And you can win this thanks to our pals at ADT and Everard's. Thanks to those guys. Newcastle, a must-win, says Dan. Listen, I think it is a must-win. We often say must-wins, don't we, Dan? But do you think it is? Hassan is asking about under. Again, another debate we had on Friday. What do you think to under? We did slightly. If I'm going to be frustrated about Friday a little bit, I always think if you're chasing a game and you're trying to win it, and you've got a third sub to use, I always think use that sub. It's a bit like rolling the dice at the casino table, isn't it? You just think, got a third sub. Get him on. Let's just give him. Could have given under, and I think under would have been the guy. We did say at half time in the watch along, Hassan, on Friday, is under the guy to come on and do it. What would have been the harm? Because we drew in the end, didn't we? As we all know. So give under 10 minutes at the end. Put him on at the 83rd minute. Give him 7 minutes plus 3 minutes. He could have just scored you the winning goal. What do you think? Would you have played under? What do you think, Hassan, and everybody else? Andrew says Madder's head drops too easy. I think you could be on with that. What was he trying on Friday? How many shots, Andrew, did Maddison have? Has anybody got the stats on Maddison on Friday? Because I tell you what, it was, as somebody said in the watch along afterwards, it was a bit like watching, it was like a schoolboy, just, I gotta shoot. It was like, I think he wanted to get a worldie to impress all us fans. Because not all the fans are back on Madder's side. He's still in my bad books a little bit, if I'm honest, because of what he did. Simon, I agree. Get Bernie to Wembley. That would be lovely. I've seen that on Facebook. Bernie, Leicester, who is a Leicester City legend. He lives in the care home now, I believe, in Loughborough, not far from me. But yeah, there is a bit of a campaign, get Bernie to Wembley. We'll all want to get to Wembley, so it won't be an easy one. LCFC Gray says, absolutely a must-win on Friday. Ian says, can Albrighton play for 90 minutes? I've never seen him. There's plenty of Leicester players, Ian, who don't quite make the 90 minutes. I've never seen Albrighton come off tired. Am I missing something there? Can Albrighton not make 90 minutes? I think he can. Get your views in. Get your comments in. Reply to me. Reply to Ian. The West Ham result was vital to us tonight. Burnley won't be easy for them. Yeah, that's going to be interesting tonight. Stevie Toon, iTooney, says, why isn't Ricky P getting game time? Well, Steve, Brendan has said, he's come out in the media and said, Ricky P is not fit yet and won't be fit. He has also said this. He's not going to be fully fit until the summer. So after this season. So Pereira that's why he's not playing, because he's not fully fit. You question, why is he on the bench then? They're probably trying to get him some game time. Ian is saying Newcastle is a must-win. I agree. It is a must-win. Andy's saying, what has Pratt done wrong not to start? Yeah, it feels like Pratt doesn't quite, when we've got most of the players fit, Andy, it feels like Pratt doesn't quite make that first 11. He's a very different player to Maddison, isn't he? Very different player. But Andy would, I guess you'd obviously like to have Dennis Pratt in there. Stephen, thank you. Stato Stephen says, I believe that's what he's saying. Maddison had 6 shots. Well, listen, 10 out of 10 for effort, probably 1 out of 10 for on target. I don't think many were. And obviously, listen, the thing with Maddison is, if one of those 6 shots goes in, we're all here tonight saying Maddison should go to the Euros. That's what fans are like, honestly. You're the same. Admit it. If he scored a worldie, I'd admit it. If he scored a worldie on Friday, one of them, and won it 2-1, we'd all been saying Maddison, Euros, best player in the league. Dan is asking about the protest at Old Trafford. It's an interesting one, isn't it, Dan? Obviously, it's not Leicester related. It's Super League related. What do I think about them? It makes me realise that we have this guy, Konvichai, God rest his soul, and we've got Top, and we are very, very lucky fans. I still say I would like to see at Leicester City. I do agree, a bit like the German model, I would like to see us fans, me and you, have a stake in the club somehow and a say in it. I really would. Not just one of these little fans forums where sometimes I think they're just going through the motions, if I'm honest, because I haven't seen much of it be implemented. But I'd like to see your views and my views I'd like to see. Listen, I've been there since 1976. When were you there from? Put it in the comments. Let me know. When have you been watching Leicester from? And I tell you what, I know I'll still be there till I'm here, if you know what I mean. The day I die, I'll still be a Leicester fan. Now, Top, great guy. Vichai, great guy. I can't guarantee you they'll be at the club in 10 years' time, or 5 years' time, or 20 years' time. But I can guarantee you will, and I can guarantee I will. So I think we should have a stake in it. Somehow, more than just coughing up for your season tickets. Thank you. Auntie Karen says 1969. Auntie Karen, you don't look old enough for a start. And a bit older than me then. Jack's 99. Nick's 72. Jason's first game, B Newcastle at Philp Street, old second division. Yeah, I agree. Listen, all these people, who will pump up the cash for 50 plus 1? Patrick, not quite getting what you say there. Retype it and we'll have a go. Sidon is saying since 2018. Been watching since 1970, says LCFC. Great. I'm going to keep putting the ages up here because it's great to see how long you've been watching. But you guys, you've been watching for years like me. You've watched the good, you've watched the bad, you've watched the boring. But we'll still be there. And that's what takes me back to the Old Trafford thing. Probably those fans who were on the pitch yesterday care to bits. And probably if we had owners like Man United, I dare say Leicester Fan TV and you guys, we'd be having to do something about it because it is an absolute nonsense. I keep putting these on. You see your names coming up. Great to see the years. Sean, hope you're well. Nick, 77, 1 year after me. Jason, 89. Patrick, 79. 77 for Julian. Jason, 76. Snowden. It's great to know. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter if you were 2019, 2020. There'll be fans. I was with my nephew came round yesterday. Little Noah came round yesterday, and he's just 5, and he's a big Leicester fan. He came round in his Vardy kit. He wants to come to a match. He's not really been to one yet. Doesn't matter if you're a new fan or an old fan. You still care about Leicester, and we're making sure we're converting him big style into the next generation of Leicester fans. Andy's saying roughly from 74. David saying watching since 72, December v Coventry. Winning 2-1, Weller and Worthington. Not a bad game to kick it all off for you, David. First match against Peterborough. Mirko, that was your first game. Mirko is at one of our Dutch foxes, all the way over from Holland, obviously. And that was his first game. Peterborough. Was it the away game or the home game, Mirko? Whatever it was, it got you hooked. 73 says... that person on Periscope, I can't say your name. Boho Vinyl Records. Maybe it's a shop. Sean, 94. Thanks, Sean. Mark, 75. Keith is 84. Do you think they should deduct points from Man United, says Daz? For fans on the pitch? No. But no. For the Super League, what do you think? Should they? What is going to happen about the 6 clubs who went off to do the Super League? Should they be deducted points? What do you think, Daz? What does everybody think to that? Should they be deducted points? I would like to say, not just to Daz, but all of you, that Man United thing yesterday, I think that might have a bearing on us in the fact that we would have known yesterday. I don't know what you wanted, but I hate to say it, I probably wanted Man U to win yesterday because I wanted to keep Liverpool away from us. Listen, somebody asked a question on Friday, and you can answer this. Where would you like to finish in the top 4? And I was sort of honest and said, as long as we qualify now for the Champions League, Man City are going to win the league. I'd like to finish as high as possible, but I definitely want to finish in the Champions League last year. I was very, very upset, as a lot of you were. It took me up until Chris probably let it go, about letting Man United pinch it on the last day of last season. So will it have an effect on us, do you think, in the fact that... we would have known yesterday whether Man U had got 3 points, whether Liverpool had got 3 points, whether they'd got a draw. We would have known that. Now, we're not going to know that. That game is going to be up in the air until, I think somebody's just said 14th of May. That's drags it on. So I would have liked Man United to win yesterday. So it will affect us, that game, in some shape or form. Sean has got a great question here. Where's he just got? It's just gone. Sean Culpin said, and I'm just trying to get it on screen, but he said, where are you watching the FA Cup from? Which I think is a great question. And I've had so many people message me friends, family, fans, everybody is saying, where are we all going to watch the game from? It's such a shame. The rules change on May the 17th. If only the cup final could just be moved till after that, we could have all gone down loads more pubs and gathered, and they could have put it on the King Power. I know Ross Ross, who comes on Leicester Fan TV a lot, actually messaged BBC Radio Leicester and the club and was saying, can you put it on? Can you put the game on in the ground so that we can socially distance and do it? But I think he's had a resounding no. So that is a shame about that. So I don't know yet, Sean, where we're going to be watching it from. I'm hoping to get an FA Cup ticket. I don't think I'm going to get one. And to be fair, I've got me and my two lads, as you know. If I get one ticket, I'm going to give it to one of them. I'm going to let them go. And if I got three, all three of us go. Although I feel too greedy to have three. But honestly, I don't expect I'll be in the ground, because if I was to get one ticket, I'll let one of my lads go. And obviously, the only way they're going to decide is to have a fight about it. And we should do that live fighting on Leicester Fan TV. Ross, who is watching from up there in Sheffield, says, Coventry away was my first game as an 18-year-old, 6,500 fans beating the Cov with a Peltier header. Do you know what, Ross? I was there at that game. That was a great away game. I'm trying to remember what year it was. There wasn't many Cov fans there. I remember that. And we were sat behind the goal in the Rico, I believe, and we took that. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice ground, actually, for away fans, the Rico, because you get the whole of that back end. And we well outsang them that day, Ross, if my memory is right. Barry's saying, I'm 57 and been a fan before I was born, lol. Good. Well done to your parents, Baz. That's all I should say. Paul says Liverpool v Man United probably going to be on the 15th of May to try and take the shine off the FA Cup. I believe it's on the 14th of May, Paul. I think that's been confirmed. Somebody put it in the comments, and I'm pretty sure I've read it. So if you can let me know if you've seen that. Ross saying 2011 it was. Thank you, Ross. Yeah, I do remember. It was a good game and a big crowd there, big Leicester crowd. Not so many from the Cov. Known it a few weeks away, but what's your thoughts on the FA Cup final? Can we do it? And if so, who will score the winner? James, are you looking for like some divine inspiration for a bet? Like, listen, FA Cup final, Leicester, surely fifth time lucky. Don't let us lose it 5 times. We've already got the record at 4. We don't need to break our own record and make it 5, do we, James? Let's please. I'd like a good game, but we want the silverware. I'd take a scrap. Sometimes you watch it as a neutral. I've watched 49. Well, I don't remember the first few, but I probably remember watching about 45 FA Cup finals as a neutral. And I'm always like, I want a good game. I always support the underdog. Doesn't matter who it is. I'll always cheer on the underdog if there is one in a match. And I'll always want a good game. And if the better team wins, but it was a good game, that's what I want. Leicester, I don't care. It can be the worst game ever. We can win 1-0. It can come off Solanku's backside or his massive whatevers. And as long as we win, that would do. Sidlant says, winning against Newcastle is mandatory. It's about time. Let's get some score predictions in for Friday. I want to know who you'd put in that team. A few shouts for Under to get in. I don't think Under would make the starting team, but I would maybe like to see him come on from the bench. I don't think we're going to buy him, by the way. I don't know if you do or not. I don't think we are. I've not seen nearly enough from him. Ross says he sprayed his hair blue yesterday to test it, and it's amazing. Ross, where is the photo? Why haven't you messaged me a photo, Ross? Come on. We'll put it right on Leicester Fan TV. In fact, Ross, you need to video yourself doing it so you can show everybody what you want them doing. And I know Ross is coming down to Leicester to watch the final. I know what Ross is doing, and I know that we are. Some of us will be at the Blues Bar next to the King Power. Some of us, I might be there. I don't want to say I'm going to be at the Blues Bar because I want to be at Wembley, like you do. We all want to be at Wembley, but the reality is. Hi, Dara. Hope you're well. The reality is we're probably not going to be at Wembley, are we? And probably, there's going to be a few corporates there. So frustrating. Anyway, listen. Fee, thanks, Fee, for watching. She's saying 3-0 to the Foxes on Friday. Christian, I know, well, we're talking about Albrighton at the start, Christian. We've got a good record with Albrighton starting the game. We've got a good record with Mark Albrighton. I don't know why he doesn't get in the team more often. It seems to have an impact. He's come on as a sub in the last 2 games, and I think we've played better. But I don't know. I don't think he's I don't think he's necessarily flavour of the month. He's not all about the hair and the beard and the looks and the boots. He's good old Mark Albrighton, isn't he? Honestly, he feels like he's like one of me or you. He's like the quiet bloke down the pub who you just go, you don't really take too much notice of, but when it's on the pitch, you go, he's always good, you know. He always turns up. Sunday morning football, he's always the one. He turns up on time. He's always got his kit. There's always somebody who forgets the kit. There's always the prima donna who's forgot his boots or polishing his hair or something. Mark Albrighton is Mr. Reliable. You can tell I like him, can't you? I can't help it. Got a bit of a bromance with him. Sidon says Albrighton should be an inspiration for everybody. He certainly should. Chris Ward is saying 2-0 to the Foxes. David is saying 4-0 to us on Friday, Gavin. David, listen, you come back on Friday and you be super confident with that. That's exactly what we need on Friday. We really need, I think all us fans, it's such a shame we can't be down the King Power on Friday because I think the team need the fans there this Friday. I don't know, what could we do to let them know that we're backing them all the way? Because it's a big one. It's a big one on Friday. So what could we do to let them know what we think? There's rumours that other teams are going to sacrifice their games allocation to let other fans go. I think that's to the FA Cup final, says Andy. Local Saturday and Sunday teams can apply for 2 cup final tickets, which is mad. Listen, this is how the FA Cup final works, Patrick. I already know of it's bear with me. I was speaking with somebody, hello Julian, who was saying somebody he knows his dad's a ref in Leicestershire, but still just a ref, not a Leicester fan, and has been offered a ticket to the FA Cup final. And you're there going, oh my God. Just, especially this year, if there's 20,000 fans, let the real fans have it. Come on. We don't need some ref, 2 people from a football club. But this is how the FA Cup final works. In a normal year, by the way, what I've been told is in a normal FA Cup final, Leicester would have only got about 16 to 18,000 tickets for the fans anyway. So we would have still had the struggle. So bear with it. How do you think we'll do up against Newcastle performance-wise? Says Christian. I think we're going to do all right. You just don't know, Christian, do you? Which Leicester's going to turn up? When they went down to 10-0 on Friday, 10 men on Friday, I was like, let's get a goal. We're going to get 4 or 5 today. And then the other Leicester turns up and we can't barge a barn door down. Reedy, good evening, Reedy says, family saying not a good idea to go due to COVID still, but it's my first FA. It's your first FA Cup final, Reedy. You're about 4 times younger than me. Literally, it's my first FA Cup. It's everybody's first FA Cup final. In fact, that's not true because I've seen in the comments some of you started watching Leicester pre-1969. Listen, before we get too much further, who wants to win this shirt? Now, you've probably all got your Leicester shirts, but have you got it with the FA Cup final badge on it and Wembley 21 printed on it? You can buy them in the shops. They are available. It's not an exclusive, but it is if you want it for free, thanks to ADT and Everards. Thanks, guys. We've got one to give away for free. You just go to leicesterfantv.com/competitions. I've even put the link in the description of this. Go and enter there. The competition question is, as ever, well, it's easy if you're a Leicester fan. That's all I'm going to say, because we don't want non-Leicester fans barging in. So if you're a Leicester fan, you'll know the answer. Easy peasy. Go and enter it in there. We're going to do the draw for that live next Monday, and then I'm going to put it in Royal Mail, first class. You'll get it before the FA Cup final. Fingers crossed. Unless you win it and you live in Australia, which some of you fans do. So wherever you are, you'll have it. And hopefully then when we win the FA Cup final, it'll be a real treasured memory. Newcastle most likely to play about 5, so it could get difficult to break them down, says Christian. You could be right there. They're going to come and defend. They just they're in a bit of a pickle. They need a point. So they'll come and defend for crazy. Crispy says, my team for Friday is Casper, Ricky. Ricky's not going to start, I don't think, because of this injury that's not right. Soyuncu, Fafana, Castagna, Ndidi, Yuri, Pratt, Albrighton, Vardy, and Nacho. He's dropped Maddison. Do you agree with Crispy? I don't think Ricky P is going to start, but apart from that, an interesting one. Sidant says, I'm in India. Can I get it there? Get what? This? If you win it, I'll send it. Honestly, enter. I don't mind. We'll send it wherever in the world. Whether you'll get it before the cup final, I don't know. I can't promise because it's not going to be sent out till next Tuesday. And we'll have to see. Listen, what have we got going on this week? If you've not watched it yet, go on YouTube because me and Jamie have done 2 videos that form a whole video, which is Leicester City's worst ever managers. Who do you think is the worst ever manager? Who do you think makes the top 10? Hey, there's a whole debate on Claude Puel in there. That, whether you like it or not, I wouldn't have put Claude Puel in the top 10 worst ever managers. But hey, go and have a look. You'll see what me and Jamie think to it and see who is the worst ever manager. There's those there. Don't forget, there is the Ultimate Team ones as well, where me and Jamie have gone through who's the ultimate team ever for Leicester City. That's all on the YouTube channel, all there for you to go and look. This Wednesday, Jack, excuse me, is running his Fanzone show about 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Then I believe he's got an away fan on from the Gallery Gate end. From a Newcastle point of view, that's Thursday night. Friday night is the watch-along from 7:30. And then, of course, Jamie's Aftermath show is on Sunday. And then next Monday, we'll be hopefully talking about a win against Newcastle. We'll be picking out a winner of this lot out the hat. We'll do it live. Wheel of Fortune, or should we pull names out of the Premier League Cup? I don't know. We'll see how excited we're feeling. So please do come and join us there. Ross says, if I win, I'll come and collect it from the Blues Bar. Saves you a few quid on Royal Mail. And it would guarantee you got it on Cup Final Day, wouldn't it, Ross? You never know. You got to be in it to win it. That's what they always say. Who thought Leicester would win the Premier League? Nobody. Not even you, not even me. So could you win that shirt? Of course you could. Could Leicester win the FA Cup? Of course we can. Can Leicester beat Newcastle? Yes, we should do. We should do. I don't know if we will, but we should do. Listen, thanks for all of you for your comments tonight. As ever, it's been a pleasure having a little chat with you on a Monday night. Thanks for putting up with me. I'll see you on the watch along, but see Ross on Wednesday. See you all soon. Cheers.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.